Bust down, open up, chill, then up, it's a buzz down. Got it in the old name, the buzz. We don't even, yeah, we just buzz down. Got my shit on the roof, gon' make them buzz down. It's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown. Play, no buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down. Buzz down, buzz down, break it down, buzz down, buzz down, 30, 50, 100. I'm down. Stay 10 toes up down. Kitty crib with them. Diamond dance like Chris Brown. Nigga, my water don't drown. Neck whip like baptized. MJ with the 4-5. Fade away. No buzz. I'm a pick like a mama. Fade to a dummy. Got a lot of young dummies. Go roll rap with the tummy. By the apartment. I'm with the in abundance. Buzz out the I split the place of comforts. Then up. It's a buzz down. Got it in the old name, the buzz. We don't even, yeah, we just buzz down. Got my on the roof, gon' make them buzz down. It's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown. Ain't no buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down. Buzz down, buzz down, buzz down, buzz down. 30, 50, 100, I'm down. It's my decorator. Joint 6 like PlayStation. Station. Thank you, my baby. My been patient. Whoa.
And welcome to Oracle Arena. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, final year for the oldest building in the NBA, but no doubt, over these decades, there's been no shortage of excitement.
Oh, when I think about Run TNC, you think about the killer crossover by Tim Hardaway, and then the sweet shooting of Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond.
As good as it gets. The Warriors secure the opening tip, and we're underway in Oakland. Green. That pass stolen by the Hawks. Trae Young. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to appear in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Defended by Kevin Durant. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Curry to Green. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. Trae Young lays it in.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
And the finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Trae Young, down low Collins, and stuffs it home.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Durant to Curry. Fires the 3. Off the mark. Goes to the left side. Curry can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Curry to Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Thompson. And scores. Strong take.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Kevin Herter. And scores.
I don't think these kind of shots are tough for Trae Young. You see, he's always been the smallest guy on the court, so he's had to finish through the trees. He's a lot tougher than he gets credit for.
Curry to Thompson from long range. No good. That's great defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Durant against the Ukrainian led. Kevin Durant missed his first. That one goes.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Down low for Len. And he throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Just not going down. Curling inside.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Curry. John Collins swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Del Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Curry to Thompson. Here's a chance from long range. Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the three.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what quarter wears.
Down for Collins. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Look out. Vince Carter. Slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Steph Curry. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Carter. Wide open look, won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Curry knocks it down. That was a tough shot. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, the splash is enough for him to exploit it.
Vince Carter to Kevin Herter. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Kevin Durant. 2 for 3 now here in the first. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Good recovery. Hits the second free throw.
Way to hit.
3 titles in 4 years. New arena next year, Jay, in San Francisco. Crazy to think that any of these Warriors would want to go anywhere else.
It's the way they've been leveraging their brand off the court in Silicon Valley. You see guys like Kevin Durant, who at 35 Media, his own media production company, also making a ton of investments. You see Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala investing in E-Game Sports. They're able to leverage the business outside the business of sport, which is why I think they'll stay around in the Silicon Valley for a very long time.
Knock loose. Warriors come away with it. Yes, Klay Thompson. 3 for 6 now.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Knock loose. Hawks with the basketball. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Curry, shot off the mark. Good defense. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Ken Bazemore. Vince Carter. Nice pass to set things up.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Yes, Klay Thompson. 4 out of 7.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. It's all even at the end of this quarter. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Trey Young to Kevin Huerter. Knock loose. Warriors come up with it.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Trey Young to Kevin Huerter. Gets it at the top of the key. Lets it fly from long range. Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Trey Young. Down low Collins. Rises for the slam.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Livingston across the timeline. 5-point game. Got it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Trey Young. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Around the perimeter to Curry. For 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Baseline drive. Yes, Klay Thompson. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Trae Young to Carter. It's good.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance of a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. They're back within a bucket. Trae Young to Carter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Trae Young bobbled just enough there. To Curry. Cashes in for 2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Oh, denied!
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
And 2 points to the board.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Fires the 3. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Two-point shot for Curry. Not that time. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
John Collins matched up with Kevon Looney. Oh, can't do that.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Substitution being made in this one. Knocked loose. Warriors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Count the basket inside.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way.
Sent it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Easy path to the rim.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Curry. 4-3. And it's the big man, Len, with the rebound. To Ken Bazemore. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Ken Bazemore has got 2 shots coming. 71% for his career. And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Layup goes down. Well done.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Here's Atlanta. Trae Young. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
It's a big finish.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Return label included.
Offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Well defended. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. And they call it
a simple touch foul.
Time for some youth personnel into the game.
Team foul number 3. First foul, 2 minutes. Into the game for
Trae Young.
number 3.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about a vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Knocked loose. Count the basket at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Lays it up and in.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Curry, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
To Ken Bazemore. Kevon Looney sends it away. 4th this contest. Hawks recover.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Curry smothering D. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Curry. Fires the 3. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Knocked loose. Has a chance. Off the mark. Late heave to beat the buzzer. And that ends the period. The Warriors with the lead.
The Warriors have the lead, but not by much. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Thompson. Curry. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
To Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Trae Young. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
It's Atlanta ball. Trae Young. Oh, you've got to get that one to go. Deep right corner. Curry. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Trae Young. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Curry add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
He gets it.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for dudes.
Curry, not that time. He missed it. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Prince, tough matchup against Durant. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Curry. He engulfed him that time. Trae Young. Curry has it from long range. Rebound comes to Atlanta. To Trae Young. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Curry. Lets it fly from long range. Cleans it up. Runner's good there. Kevin Durant. Dynamic once again.
I'm giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
John Collins. Green always looking for the steal. Stephen Curry with a look. Deep two there. Won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Entering the game for the Atlanta Hawks. Number 15, Vince.
For three, and knocks it down.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun, but the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
This shot, almost. To Thompson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for three.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that. That was nice.
To Carter. And a nice finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
And scores. Great body control, Jay, as he ran down the lane.
There you go. I like seeing the scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Tough shot. He hits.
And a three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
It's no good. Shot's not going down. Livingston goes to the right side. KD follows up with the putback slam.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
To Thompson, trying to cash in. Shot by Thompson, no good. And the whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Vince Carter. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Thompson. Fires the three. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a half fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Thompson. 4-3. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Livingston to bring it up. His guys leading by 14. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out to Sean Livingston. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Hawks have it. Vince Carter. Shot from the lane won't go. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. John Collins takes aim at Livingston. Green. That's off the side of the rim, short. And finishes strong. Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the fourth quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they come out close to doing it.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched the epic gimmick of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Carter. Nice finish at the rim.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Livingston can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him. To Trae Young. Fires the three. Can't connect.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Carter. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Durant to Curry. Beyond the arc for three. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Curry. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound taken down by Collins. Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young to Carter from long range. And it's Curry who grabs the board. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. Kevon Looney snatching it out of the air. Incredible. 6 tonight.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Curry, that's how you defend. Kevin Durant, huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Prince, defended by Looney. Warriors come away with it. To Curry. Lets it fly from long range. Another chance. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Knocked loose. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Curry. The hot night continues. He's at 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Trae Young. A bad pass there. Warriors have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Curry. Off the mark. No good. Kevin Durant with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Trae Young. And count the basket inside.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Here's Atlanta. From the painted area, won't go down. Curry with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Now that's a contest. to Trae Young. Warriors come up with it. Livingston to Curry. For three. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Fires the three. Not getting the bounce. To Curry. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Curry. Fires the three. He was all over him. John Collins matched up with Durant. Possession lies with Golden State. To Curry. Beyond the arc for three. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat them by 50, beat them by 50. If you want to beat them by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Curry. No good. That's great defense. Livingston to Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Livingston to Curry. From long range. And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the three.
This is a game of waves. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Curry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Over to the right side. Durant to Curry. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended. Knocked loose. Warriors have it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Curry. Smothering D. Tough mate through traffic.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Curry, good offense, beating good defense.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of a game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Turns and slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Scores on a nifty dance to the basket.
That's called escapability right there. Elusive.
Curry. Great defense, forcing the miss. He'll put it up. At the buzzer, it's the one. Shot at the buzzer does indeed go down, but it only affects the final score. This ball game is over.
The Warriors put together a nice win here today. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being so aggressive on defense. And sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. Check out the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors. Just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.